my god, that's brilliant.
I told you I would.
Hi, my name's Olivia Oakeley and welcome to my YouTube channel.
Muscular imbalances and weaknesses can not only affect the way we ride, but also affect how the horse develops in training. As a rider, it is so important to assess yourself off horse as well as on horse, as a lot of the time we cannot make the corrections on horse as the body isn't able to be or stay where you want it to be. Good posture comes from good alignment, and if this is wrong off horse, it won't be right on horse. For example, the stability of the pelvis and spine is controlled by the core muscles. If these muscles are weak, you will show a lack of stability on horse, resulting in your balance being wrong, and this will in turn affect your horse's balance. As for muscular imbalances, our lives tend to be repetitive. We do things a certain way over and over, and majority of us aren't ambidextrous. Tightness in muscles and stiffness in joints is what creates the imbalances, and if you don't know your problems, how can you fix them? These few exercises will help you identify any muscular imbalances and weaknesses and help you to improve them. Once you know which is your weaker side, always start with the weaker side to complete the exercise to fatigue, then do the stronger side, having let the weaker side set your workout volume. You can also do additional work on the weaker side, but always fix the underlying problem, for example, if the problem is coming from a lack of mobility or flexibility. The single leg glute bridge, as the name suggests, mainly works the glutes. To start, lay on the floor with your feet flat and your knees bent. Raise one leg off the ground and this is your starting position. Squeeze the glutes to extend the hips upwards, doing 5 to 10 each side. Really focus on the difference you feel between each leg. Take note of how stable you feel each side and the height you can achieve. Remembering with the height, the aim is to create a straight line from your shoulder to your hip to your knee. It is always best to film yourself and also take note of your weaker side. When you video yourself, aim to take it from 2 different angles as is shown in this YouTube video. By taking the video from both angles, you're able to see whether you're pushing your hips to one side or the other, as to whether you are lifting one hip higher than the other, and also when you take it from the side angle, you can see if you are creating the line from your knee to your hip to your shoulder. The clams exercise is another one for the glutes. It primarily works the gluteus medius, which is responsible for hip stabilisation, balance and power. Also worked is the gluteus maximus, which is the prime mover in hip extension. To begin your clams, lie on your side, thinking of a straight line from your heel to your hip to your shoulder. You activate your glutes to bring the knees apart. When bringing the knees apart, it is really important that you're not rocking the hips backwards. Again, for this exercise, do 5 to 10 each side and really focus on where you find it harder. It is also, as I've said before, really helpful that you can get someone to video you for your own self-assessment. You can do this exercise without the resistance band above your knees to start with, but if you find it fairly easy, I would advise getting some resistance bands, starting with the easier resistance and working your way up to the harder resistance. The final exercise in this episode is the Bulgarian split squat, and it is all about the glutes, quadriceps and hamstrings. Find yourself a step, bench or anything knee height that you can rest a foot on. Get into a forward lunge position with the upper body upright, core engaged and hips square to your body, with your back foot elevated. Lower until your front thigh is almost horizontal, keeping your knee in line with your foot, ensuring that your knee doesn't travel beyond your toes. You then drive through your front heel back to the starting position. Complete again 5 to 10 times on each leg. Again, ideally videoing yourself and taking note of which you find easiest.
Thank you very much for watching, and if you're interested in seeing more, hit the subscribe button.